to spoon. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, moreover, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. To spoon. To spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. To spoon. If you ain't kept on gradually, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. To spoon. You wanna get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah. Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you about today? Spoon TV. Spoon. Yes, what you about today? Spoon TV. Spoon. Bada 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 bada. Spoon. Skiddy biddy biddy bada.
Has only 11 police officers. And the promised coastal highway remains an illusion for not just the Southeast, but for the entire country. Regarding the national electoral infrastructure, elections are meant to adhere to the principle of one man, one vote. However, under the Congress for Democratic Change administration, elections seem to have deviated from a scenario of one man, 5 ballot papers, one man, perhaps sometimes 6 ballot papers. The October polls in the Southeast and other regions expose a troubling pattern of election magistrates colluding with NEC presiding officers and election supervisors to manipulate vote counts in favor of CDC presidential and legislative candidates. Incidents such as those in districts 8 and 15 of Moserado County, where NEC workers were inflating votes for incumbent legislative candidates, were disturbingly common in the southeastern counties and other parts of the country. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the Fourth Estate, As we approach the November 14 runoff elections and other extensive consultations, we have arrived. We have arrived at the conclusion of officially, unconditionally, committedly, unreservedly endorsing Ambassador Joseph Newman Boakai, the standard bearer of the Unity Party, for the presidency of Liberia. He is a statesman.
In 10 months from now, we will have a new president in the nation. His son not playing for America. His girlfriend not in Ghana. He ain't got children all over the place. All his family right here. He's been married for 50 years. He's a family man. He's a deacon in the church. He is not a fake pastor. He's a truly decent, honorable, humble man. And when he becomes president, he will lift this country up, and then he will prepare us, the young people, and he will turn it over to us. And together, we will take this country, and we'll move with this country, and Liberia will become what it can be, that sweet land of liberty. Not sweet land of liberty for a few people, not sweet land of liberty for Congo people or country people, but for all Liberians. Some of you ask me, why do you support Joseph Newman Boakai for president? Do you know the story about Joseph in the Bible? Joseph's brothers were so jealous of him. They sold him into slavery. But they didn't know what they were doing. They were his destiny helpers, and they didn't know that. And then famine would fall upon the land, and they would go and seeking food. And their brother had now become prime minister, and he would help them. This Joseph that we have, this Joseph who was betrayed by Ellen to put this monster upon us. When I told the Liberian people Kojologo and poison, I told you it will happen. I said, you take the Kojologo, it may be better, but it will make you well. But when you drink the poison, it will kill you. So then we are dying. We are dying. But I come here to give you hope. This flag will fly once again. It will fly once again. And we will build a Liberia where your children and my children can have a quick future. Where you don't have to go to America to own a car. You don't have to go to a foreign country to own a house. You can live in this country with the blessings that God has bestowed on us. We can make this country work for every human being in this country. But to do that, you must have the right leadership to do that. Natural resources cannot build a country. A country is built by visionary leadership. Honest leadership. A leadership of integrity. And that is the leadership that Joe Boakai will bring to this country. And I have said this. I'd rather not be senator. I would give up my senatorial aspirations in order for Joe Boakai to be president if I have to. And you know why? And you know why? Because as senator, what significant difference would I make in the Senate if we don't have a decent president in the mansion? But with the right president and Pedro in the Senate, we can change this country. We will make good laws that will benefit all of our people.
Johnson Sirleaf and George Manewia, I, Henry Pedro Lobe Costa, am on Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's side. Ellen, as long as you can bring Joria down, Omar, I will be for you. I will stand with you. I will not talk Bible you. Let me say again. So y'all got that she my second pool. All of you know I want that. But as long as Ellen Johnson Sirleaf can use her contacts, her experience, her political intuition, first of all, she's the best Liberian politician in the last 30 or 40 years, right? It means she did a great job as leader. That's why I say, she also knows she didn't do fusa. But I said this, as long as Dawo can bring the board down, can tell the American people they're coming to power here in 30 days, Biden will be president. Me and Ellen, that's my Oma. Y'all go tell Ellen, yeah? Ben go tell Ellen, say, Costa will be on your side. If this citizen body open their dirty mouth, they say anything to you, I will fight for you. All I want Ellen to do, the only way me and Ellen will smoke a peace pipe is when Ellen bring the board down. All the things that Ellen did, I will pull it behind me. I will not. And I know they're going to tell her. They don't know what to tell the video to Ellen. But you tell her, oh man, as long as Ellen can bring the board down, use her contacts in DC, especially with the new government, the Democratic government that's coming to power, I will be in the old man corner. Because you know why? Let me tell you something. Joe Weir is a greater disappointment than anybody else. First of all, I'm not talking about Ellie. If you're expected, I will camp more Ellie.
You see, right after him, you see stool being thrown here. Supporters of CDC are throwing stool. I mean, just before the statement of the AFCOP chairman could come to an end, you see, CDCs are throwing stool towards this end. It is, I mean, it is chaotic here. It is chaotic. There you see, tools are being thrown here. And here you got the AFCOP chairman just spoke a few minutes ago. And you got supporters of the
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you ain't know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moravia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon.
All right, indeed, tune to Spoon to get the latest information. You want to know what's happening in the ministries, the agencies, tune to Spoon. This is where you get authentic information about the happenings in the country every single day. And we want to say welcome. Thanks for joining us again on another edition of the Midnight Show, the Late Night Politics on Spoon. The very first edition of the program for the month of November in Liberia here is November 1 already. It's 14 minutes past 1 a.m. We want to say thanks for joining us. Welcome to the program tonight. We're live on Spoon FM 107.5. We're live on Fabric 101.1. We're live on Super 95.5 FM as well. And we're also live on the online platforms, Spoon TV, Fabric TV, and Super TV for Facebook. And on YouTube, we are there at Spoon Talk Live. My name is Nelson Colette. We want to say thanks for joining us here tonight again. We encourage you to share the program. This is the platform where we gather with diverse views to talk about the issues bordering on the forward march of our country. Again, welcome to the program. We encourage you to share the show, and we also encourage the females to join us as we get set to bring you another fascinating program here tonight. Let me go across to bring in the folks. They are already here, the late night crew. Let me start by bringing in Moba Zokan on the show. Moba, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the program tonight.
Thank you, Nathan. Thank you.
Okay. So let me
How was,
bring July
how was your day
Sandy.
today, brother?
Yeah, I had a good day. I'm grateful, and I'm glad to be here again.
That's great.
Sandy, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. Good morning to you, Nelson. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nathan. I mean, Sandy, what's up, brother?
I mean, look, I'm cuter than Nelson. You don't call me Nelson again.
Hey, fellas, how you doing?
Yeah,
Good to see you again, man. Good to see you back.
Hey, Francis.
Good.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
So
Don't
you want for all the
Sandy, don't put me in a situation. I don't want to handle that one, yeah?
But nothing you say you know about. I mean, I may be older, but I found by you, man. Let's run the show. It's okay.
Okay, I submit. But
older than you, that Nelson. No.
I know that.
What is it?
The only person that's seen you older than on the whole show that Nelson.
No. Friends that are picking you.
Who? Are you for me?
They're friends at the back. Who?
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Officer hand.
And
Guys, let us share the show, please.
I just share.
Yeah. So I saw a couple of shares already, and let's try to share the show. Officer Haynes says he just texted me. He just sent me a message. He says he's the most handsome man on the show, considering his age.
No, but he can't say that until I reach to his age. When I reach there, with the date.
The man said considering his age.
Sandy just celebrated his birthday. He's taking his birthday season, so he's the most.
Sandy just turned 19.
Exactly,
Say what?
exactly.
Sandy turned 19.
19
Then
where?
he said
Let me. I take my words back. Yeah.
Look at
The most handsome man. Not because you old.
Let me use this platform. Today's it's already Liberian's time. November 1st. Let my papi, out of the 4 girls he had, out of the 4 children he had 2 in July, 2 in November. My sister's birthday is today. They probably listening. They eat a year, but I just want to use this platform. Valexia Johnson, happy birthday to you. She's 20 something.
Yeah.
So.
wow.
Thank
Well,
you.
your sister then shared this day with someone very important to my heart, but he passed on. My late dad.
Oh, okay.
It's also his birthday. Yeah.
Okay, Scorpio, fellow Scorpio people. And have my God. Yeah, I know he's resting in peace.
Yes. Amen.
Yeah,
2021 COVID.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You mean 2014 COVID?
No, 2021.
Nothing. COVID 2014.
Oh, sorry.
No, he was thinking about Ebola.
Yeah.
Ebola.
Yeah.
So you know that moment where you think you're trying to correct someone and then you are the one.
And he's thinking about COVID.
I thought he was in error. Yeah. So my mind went to the Ebola stuff. You know, we experienced the Ebola epidemic here in the country. Should we say pandemic? It was very dangerous. Claimed so many lives.
That Ebola based on Lawmaker and Reach.
We're not diving into the politics of it though, but
can't even take a political break. Every small team want put small politics there. Yeah,
but nobody gotta see the fact, my man. That makes some people
that's
get mansions for that Ebola money.
Let's welcome the only female on the show tonight. Maggie, thanks for joining us.
How are you just tonight?
I will be
hi everyone. Hopefully I don't I stay on.
Oh yeah. So it's
just hearing me again.
We hear you.
Just a little bit slow, you know.
She's live.
A little bit
my own brother Benjamin Karanda, the man is asking, where are the beautiful ladies on the show? Benjamin, don't put yourself in situation. No, Ben.
One on show for the other one that coming.
The minute they did not show you.
So Mikey,
That's not Cupid.
Yes.
We are going to put you right up here. We'll put you right up here. I think that's any man from down there. That's any man from down there.
Yeah, come close to my brother hands.
For me between me and Moba.
No, my friends are just smiling and
well, somebody come. They will be happy.
My friends are just smiling and
the man saying happy.
So again, we want to say thanks to everyone. It's good to have you here today. I think for the first time, Mikey, for all the other times you've been trying to come on, but it's been a tough one. It's good to have you here tonight.
I know. You see, I just got home. I still in my uniform. I said, you know what? Today I had to log in.
Yeah. So yeah. So it's a good thing that we're here again. We're gonna be doing 2 hours of discussion, interaction, and everything here. Okay, so I think we still have a few spaces here. Let me post a link in the comment section. Finally, am I hearing something knocking?
Maggie, mute your.
Sorry, I was increasing my volume.
Okay.
No, my ears up.
Oh, okay.
Can we all just mute?
So let me try to do this. Let's see if. Okay. So I tried muting you. Okay. So that sound was actually from Mikey. But again, it's good to be here. We're gonna do just 10 minutes. Let's do 10 minutes. So it's okay. So we're gonna do 8 minutes from now to 1:30 a.m. So in 8 minutes time, let's take a few calls to hear from our folks out there, their thoughts, what's on their minds, and then we're gonna move on to our discussion here for tonight. So again, 0555-101075, 0555-101075, and we have the WhatsApp line or the WhatsApp number pinned right here on the screen. We want you to call in and say what that issue is on your mind. What is it that you want to talk about? Whatever it is, you can speak out right here just before we start the show. So let me try to ping the WhatsApp.
Your man on live the evening. My side have me, my man.
Okay. So we'll start to take our call. So let's take our first call here. Hello, you live?
Yeah, my side.
Okay, Hashim Famole, go ahead. Let's hear you. What's on your mind?
Well, my mind is about Milton.
My man, leave. Okay, what about that you want to talk about?
I'm saying he don't say anything about it.
My man, don't join our talking point. We not play our video. Anyway, go ahead. Express yourself. Let's hear you.
Everything was saying yes.
You say yes after here.
On the board now, the red line you can bring to say you support somebody.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for expressing yourself.
They got
Let me tell you. Okay, 0555-101075. Is the number to call, and then we have the WhatsApp. Oh, I haven't pinned the WhatsApp yet. So let's have it here now. The WhatsApp is right there on the screen. Let's take this person. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, morning. Your name and where you call from?
I'm June Quito calling from PNP Cooper Farm. Welcome to world, Mama. Let me just congratulate for this show. We can sleep. And also the time you take to see on the Saturday. Thank you. Well, on my mind, I just want to encourage every Liberian, therefore, the rescue children, they should not be deterred by anything. Let them made of the man to go on the 14th of the month to give people notice. Hello? Hello?
Yes, caller, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I thank you. I'm going to please tell Francis to start looking at the other year. One, seven.
Okay, thank you. My man, you come on the show here. You come with peace.
Who the recovery private for?
Let's take this person. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, you're live. Your name and where you call from?
Good morning, I'm Jackson calling from Congo Town.
Okay, Jackson, let's hear you. What's on your mind?
I want to say thank you to all of you guys that are in studio this morning, and I want to say thank you for the hard work that you guys have been doing for this country. And besides, just coming into the country from Ghana, and I have been following you guys from Ghana, and I do respect you guys a lot. But I'm not seeing a lot of females on the show tonight, you know. So I'm hoping to see Amy on the show.
Oh, you're hoping to see Emmy on the show, eh? Maybe you're gonna call Emmy offense. Are yearning to see her now. But thank you. Thanks a lot. We appreciate you.
You see the other guy that message bring Amy on message. Just they keep you backstage.
So we'll go ahead and take
that call
question.
Amy husband and Mary Joy Mel.
You know. Hello, you live. Go ahead.
Good morning, Nelson.
Good morning. Let's hear you, man. Your name and where you call from.
Okay, this is Mike Johnson. What is on my mind is the CEO is my secret admirer, and I'm so worried and pray every day for him that things will be okay with him.
Okay, thank you. My man, you mobile, don't bring your politics in everything. When somebody says secret admirer, it means that they appreciate the work that person
What you hear me
does.
saying?
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, go ahead. You're live.
My name is Joseph Wisdom Topa, and I'm calling from the borough of Nikutan.
Topa, go ahead. Let's hear you quickly, sir. What's on your mind?
Listening to the recording from Heron Pedro Costa, and it was very touching. And really, Heron Pedro Costa, he is a cool talker, a tough talker, but at this junction, please, I hope he is here to stay, because at this time of the election, at this point, we don't need a scheme anymore, because we want to take Barcelona Nima Braga straight to the presidency.
Thank you.
I pray that Heron Pedro Costa is all for life.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Let me understand you. Wait. Hello, you stay on the line?
Yeah, I'm here.
That video that I was playing, that old video the producer was playing there, so they may not come back. They may stay under the Sakuma tree here. So just so you know that.
Let me be hanging there
They may
until
not
we
come
take care of
on the
the
tree here. So yeah, just so you know, we provide that clarity. Hello.
Yes. Good morning.
Morning. Go ahead, sir. What's on your mind?
Yeah. You know, I have a lot on my mind. But firstly, let me commence by saying thanks to the Liberian, especially the citizen,
What's your
for
name,
coming
sir?
out in a
What's your
number.
name, sir? What is your name?
You are speaking with Dana Gisela.
Oh, okay.
I speak with Dana Gisela.
Okay, go
And I
ahead.
call you from the Kingdom of Burundi.
Go
Yeah.
ahead, Daniel.
So especially the citizens for coming out in the numbers on the 10th of October for voting the Multi Coalition for Democratic Change. And insofar as we are going for the runoff, we accept the first result. But this is it. We are going to massively win the Unity Party. That's not all on my mind. What's on my mind? The fact that people like Yeke Koruba of yesterday, who praised the Unity Party, will up today to express that this appointment, there's a clear indication. Nelson, I've said this times a number on this platform.
I mean, you count the show, my man.
You know, the Unity Party is a party of disunification. I know that. So we cannot speak of that. What's on my mind is that you come to equity must come with clean hands. Unity Party cannot come to equity and preach equity and then still have a say with, a notorious. We are aware of that.
Thank you.
All these are on my mind.
Thank you.
And what on my mind again?
No.
And count the show. You guys explain that one.
Mama, stop interrupting the guy. I mean,
Mama, I'll boil on that, but I'm different color. Let me count the show.
Let's take this person. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. You're live.
This is Lasana Kuruma calling from Congota.
Lasana, let's hear you. What's on your mind?
Yeah, on my mind, I'm trying to talk to my brother Luismi Kamawa and Alexander Kumi to cut to the skin tree.
Thank you. Let's talk to the last person here. Quickly, what's on your mind, sir? Hello. Are you there?
It's Lan calling from Lapasi.
Yeah, please calling from. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, one thing I have to say is that first I would like to say thanks to you guys on this show. You know, the reason I'm supporting, I'm a citizen, but now I'm part of the party. The reason I'm supporting people, you know what I'm saying, is because of Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai was a vice president, you know. He went out there and lobbied and bring the company today they call Sam Davy between Bombay and Cape Man. He went there and brought this company. Then he went the Equatorial Pound that they got in Bikana, you know what I'm saying? Joseph Boakai went, he brought this company. The company in Sano, I forget, Gori Berera went and lobbied for this company, they brought it in here. So I know if he let this happen, he will do more for this country. So I'm here to support you guys. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Make sure you talk to more people.
And then we'll take the final call here now. The very final person. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, you live. Your name and where you joining us from?
Yeah.
Your name and where you calling from, sir?
My name is Sam Voyon and I call from the Oro.
Okay, Sam, let's hear you. What's on your mind quickly?
Firstly, I must congratulate the team tonight. But I got issue with Moari. I got issue with Moari.
Okay, let's hear you.
On a serious note, we all are headed in one direction. But we send these guys a message and they don't respond to it. So I'm thinking whether when we assume power tomorrow, what will become of those of us that are down the line and struggling to get yourself about power. We ask more Adina my message, my voluntary message to become a pool watcher in District 10 is on his phone. And when he asked on road, Yakakolva, I was up until 3 a.m. protecting the vote I protect.
Yes, what I got in?
I had to call him and people came to join me.
Okay.
But Nesby, I don't know that guy number, so I can make somebody call him for the pool washing, man.
Okay, so he said you said your name is Sam Voyon, right?
Then give me a number and a name.
Yeah. Sam Voyon.
Sam Voyon, you want to announce you want to announce your
number? Okay, you know what I do? Just the number to Nesby.
No, just listen. Mama copy the guy number. 001.
888.
0888.
75. 9229.
9229.
Thank you. Yeah. So you there and squeeze in the very final person here.
Thank you. Somebody will call you.
Hello.
Hi, sir. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Just go in quickly. Make your point quickly.
Okay, good. I'm calling from Seattle, Washington. I have just the matter that you say quick, but I just wanted to speak on a lot of things that people talk about development in Liberia. This person not done development.
Yeah, no, we don't have the luxury of time.
Since you are running away, Yeah, so I'll give a call another time again. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so because Liberia's development is a long issue, we'll start with to now will not end. But again, I want to say thanks to everyone
That's
for being here.
that's it. I got a call from district number 8 or 10.
10.
District 10, he spoke of representing Yeke Koluba. All right, so again, folks, we want to say thanks to everyone for joining us tonight. Well, today in Liberia is November 1. So we are left with 13 days to the long-awaited runoff elections. And in terms of campaign, we have 11 days. Today, plus 11 more days for all the different political parties to go ahead, do their campaigns and all of those things. Let me say welcome, Norman, Dan. Thanks for joining us tonight. So we are left with
Thank you.
13 days to the election. And why this is happening, we're seeing lots of moves. Of course, there was one of the videos we just played from a guy, Senator, the outgoing Senator Milton Tiaje, pledging his support to the Unity Party. We played another video of Henry Costa when he pledged his support to, in fact, when he was still with the Unity Party, but you know that he has flipped over to the CDC. And yeah, so we are seeing these moves and people are moving here and there. But there's something very important. The Nobel Peace Laureate, Madame Lema Bowie, said about all of these things that are happening within this space during this political period, during this time of campaign, Liberia being at a very critical juncture now. There's something very important she said about those different actors. I want us to listen to this very quick, and then we're going to come to the Senator Tiaje issue. Let's see if we can listen to this here from Madam Bowie. Wow.
It's not playing.
Is that coming at all? Wow.
Yeah, it's like a picture.
This.
Yeah, that she's stalker, so.
Okay. So I don't know what's happening. Okay, so maybe we'll find another alternative to get that coming through. Here we are going to see.
Is there a recording?
Yeah, so it's actually a recording, an audio. But basically, what the Nobel Peace Laureate said is that the moves, she described the comportment, the actions of so many of our politicians as clever devils, and according to them, most of those people lack character. They lack integrity and the truth in their conversations and dealings with Liberians. And she went a step further, to outline some other things. And we're gonna make up time to play the entirety of this thing here. It's not long. It's a very short. It's a very short one. We hope we can have the time to play this. Now, she is making this statement. Oh, okay. Now I see why. Now I understand why. So let's see. Let's hope we can have it coming on here again. Okay.
Look around our country
Okay.
today creates clever devils. Look
So
around our country today.
this is where we are. Let's see if we do this.
Well, if you look at the definition of clever devils that I quoted from the chief imam. Well, if you look at the definition of clever devils that I quoted from the chief imam of Liberia, Chief Imam Cry, he said clever devils is basically when people have education without character, it creates clever devils. Look around our country today, James. See what we have. One minute, Peter is saying, oh, this is what is good. The next minute, we're flip-flopping. And the rest of the population sitting and watching and seeing all these super leaders. And I put the leaders in quotes because true leaders would never do some of the things that we're seeing. No integrity. Truth is far from everything. Like someone said, if I have to walk over my mother to get to where I need to get to, I would do that. No compassion for the ordinary people. It's just really sad. Not just sad. For me personally, it's disgusting and sickening to watch.
You said
so. There you have it. We can go on and play that recording over and over and again. But Madam Bowie, let me say welcome to Amy. Amy, you had your fans requesting your presence over and over and again. I don't know why.
Sorry,
but,
at the back.
Yeah, I'm trying to handle that as well. So let's see if we can yeah. So Madam Lema Bowie is one person who most times would take up time to speak on these issues. I remember when she served as the orator, the Independence Day orator a couple of years back. That is when the no position, opposition, and the ruling position term came out, and she spoke to the issue as it is. And she's back this time around, throwing the punches in different directions. Of course, talking about the individuals that are serving in different capacities in our country, especially so. Now she's describing the political actors as clever devils, people who lack integrity, people who have no morals, people who are willing to do just anything to get at their respective destinations. Now, Madam Bowie is making this statement at the time when we are seeing a lot of crossovers, as I said. Folks are crossing over, or folks in the ruling in the opposition community. Some are remaining in opposition. Some are crossing over. Some are stuck, still finding it difficult to decide as to which way to go. When the orator or the Nobel Peace Laureate spoke of clever devil, is this something that can be attributed to one side of the table? Is this something that maybe the folks in the ruling establishment should, is it something that can be directed at them? Is it something that should be directed at the opposition community? This particular clever devil that the Nobel Peace Laureate is talking about, who are those? What are they? What are the yardstick? How do we determine those clever devils? And looking at the fact that she's making this particular statement at this time when Liberia is at a critical junction, what are your own analysis of the statement from the laureate? I want us to kickstart the conversation from there before we move into the other aspect of it here. So maybe we can start with you, Sandy, and then we can start to make our way up.
Well, good evening, Nelson, and to all of you and to our listening audience. Look, on this issue, for me, here is the thing, right? I have no issue, and I'm going to choose my words very carefully. I have no issue with anyone switching from one party to another. You have your political right to choose who you want to support, to believe in the ideas of a political party or political leader. Here is my issue. When few months ago, when you say, for instance, President George Weah has not served the Liberian people rightfully, and you have outlined all of the ills that President Weah has brought to the country and to the Liberian people, And you have told us over and over how this man is a devil, how his policies destroying the country. And yet, just few months ago, you come back today and say this man is an angel. He can rescue Liberia. I mean, he can face Liberia. He can do better. He can do this. He's the best leader. That's my problem. How will you go so personal few months ago and you come back today and say, oh, everything I said a few months ago were wrong. In fact, that man was not a devil. Today he's an angel.
Sandy, who are those clever devils? You think? Because she did not state say the names of those individuals. But
Well,
from your own analysis, who are those clever devils that the Liberian people
we
should look for?
know that our brother Costa has moved on to the CDC. He's one of them. And for me, here's the thing. I'm going to be fair on this topic tonight. In fact, I wanted to stay here for this topic tonight.
Listen, we're going to take it to another level.
Yes.
You guys are going to make your own analysis and state some of those permanent political actors that you think fall in this particular category. Clever devil. Who is a clever devil? What should the Liberian people look up for to identify John Brown or Peter Paul as a clever devil?
And I'm going to add one more title to them: politically greedy personalities or figures. Maybe we can add that. We can figure it out. Henry Costa is one of them. Costa disgusts me. Costa is an embarrassment. How will you, for years, come here tell us all the nastiness about George Weah? All of the ills, all of the evils and everything. And I'm yelling at Costa. I'm yelling tonight because that's how he yelled. And you do all that. And you come back and say, oh, that man is an angel. Just because you have an issue with Mr. Boakai. So now Liberia, our country, you rather give Liberia now to George Weah, who you have described over and over as an evil man. And you say now he can rescue the country, he can face the country, he's the best among the rest. And then I look at also Mr. Kamara, Lieutenant Kamara. I saw this guy have a meeting with George Weah. You really had a meeting with George Weah? But just few weeks ago, George Weah folks stone you were called Mandiko dogs. But I'm also going to be fair. And some of my good friends here will not like me, Nelson, but it's okay. This is one of the reasons why I'm on the train, but put me far away from Eugene Fagon. Put me as far from Eugene Fagon on this train because you cannot separate Eugene Fagon from Costa. And here is why. For me, you can have your political difference. But if you start to attack the individual, the leaders personally, Eugene Fagon a few years ago, Ome Boakai was this and that and that and that, his health and this and that. Yeah, you come by today, you say, Ome Boakai is the best. Ome Boakai is
so you think these are clever devils? These are clever devils.
Eugene Fagon also is a clever devil. I've said this in private meetings. I will not respect Eugene Fagon for being for supporting United Party. If Eugene Fagon will have just stick with his political difference without, chronically attacking Ome Boakai, I will respect him. But how dare you attack the man just few years ago? Personally, his health, his age, his family, everything. Then you come back today and say, oh, everything I said about that man here, oh, now he's good. He's a shiny boy. He's this and that.
Okay. So
Fagon and Henry Costa, they are the same people. Embarrassment to the country.
So we're gonna move on to the next panelist. But how do we differentiate a clever devil from a true patriot who was on one side yesterday and decides to flip over because they've seen they've noticed the ills about that side they were on, and now they decided to support another side today. How do we distinguish the clever devils from the nationalists, the true patriots, the people who are there in the interest of the country and will not relent when it comes to making decisions, even if it is something that is going to get the public giving them all of the punches.
Well, look, and I hate to, we're on a national platform, but let me use myself as an example. Maybe I am one of them. You know, we're on a national platform. But here's the thing, all joke aside. Just a few months ago, I was on the CPB side talking about Arizona Cummings. I stick to the issue.
You, for example,
never one day came here to attack Boakai, age, his health, his family, his days. I did not attack George Weah, even though I disagree with Mr. Weah, all of his policy. But everything I said was how he was affecting and destroying the country. So if I come up today and say, okay, I'm supporting the train because my candidate is no longer in the race, I would not be embarrassed. It was an easy transition. I put Liberia first. It's an easy transition to the UP because nobody here will say, oh, you were attacking Ome Boakai yesterday. I was with the issue. That's why I say it's okay to maneuver from one political party to the next. But when you become so personal, to the person, describe them in and out, and then you come by a few months later and say this person, oh,
and you are a clever devil. Okay, so we're gonna do justice to this conversation tonight. Let's take Soiree there. And then we can bring other folks on. Let's take Soiree. Soiree, let's hear your take on this issue. The clever devils. Who are those clever devils? Those clever devils that the Liberian people should look up for. What categorize someone, you know, as a clever devil? What should we look up for? I mean, let's hear from you.
I'd like to say good morning to you and to all of my fellow panelists, especially to the female. Thank you for that brilliant question. But I think the clever devil are those that stand in the interest of the progress of our nations. I do not want to be perceived with calling people near, that I think in my own mind we get a certain level of relevance. You see, when you are transition in political science will tell you, say, politics is not a statistic game, right? Sometimes it is dynamics, but the dynamism you bring to the politics must speak to the national interest. If you are transitioning in a period of time, nation, it should be in a period. You talk about Eugene Fagon and that of Henry Patriotism. You want to bring it in an analogy?
Started ways, but there's a whole lot to go on with. But let's hear you.
Yeah, I think the issue about Eugene Fagon and that of Henry Patriotism, I can give Mr. Fagon a little bit, I choose him a word, a little bit credence in regards to his transitions. Because he resigned for the government that was abusing the people, and try to understand that what I was doing in the past, though, like my brother Sandy said, I'm not one of those who use denigrating word against politicians. Maybe I had disagreement with you. That is why I said I will not attack any opposition political party, because I know one day I'm going to be on a platform or other platform to shut that party.
Sorry, you're bringing something different now. So you are talking about a lesser clever devil and a greater clever devil, because you're trying to put one person in you know, a position where the gravity of their own clever devil is higher and the other one is lower.
So choice of war, right? You can say lesser clever devil and lesser clever devil, but the issue here is, the issue I'm pointing out is, we are looking at a time frame. We are looking at the transitional period of you being clever devil or not.
Okay.
That is my period. That is my argument. So if I'm having to resign from a political party, and I said Mr. Weah is this, Mr. Weah is that, Mr. Weah was the wickedest thing that ever happened to Liberia, and then tomorrow, all of a sudden, in an hour or in a week, I wake up and I start supporting Mr. Weah. What would be the measures within that time frame that Mr. Weah has done? That Mr. Weah is like this, or Mr. Weah is the angel that we have never seen? In the name of you doing a good thing for your supporter or the Liberian people. So I want to say, to conclude on this note, I want to say the clever devil are those that are standing in the interest of Liberia. And looking at Liberia, we We are degrading in every sector that you can talk about as related to
No.
governance.
Clever devils are those that are standing in the interest of Liberia.
Yes, clever devils are those that are standing in the interest of Liberia, and in the interest of Liberia come with a majority share. That is, when these people speak, when people speak. Let me conclude. I know
Because
what I
if
mean
you
by
go back to the statement from
those.
Nobel laureate, no, let me come back on this. She said, what we see happening now, most of our politicians are clever devils. They lack integrity, they lack morals, they are willing to do the worst things once they want to get at their destinations. They are here today, they're there the next moment. It's all about them, what they can get. All right. And that's the background from which we're asking you the question as to anyway, but just lend your thoughts on this. So we have
I link that with I link her statement with what our country is going through. Our country is going through. We experiencing a lot of things in different sectors. You talk about the issue about law, the two issue about agriculture, the issue about everything in Liberia is retrogressing. So the clever devils are those that are supporting the side that are abusing the people all of the time.
Those that are
these are clever devils.
Okay, so who are some of those clever devils that you think Liberians should look up for?
Like our brother Costa, like everyone has said, like those that feel that they can get money to endorse the CDC on the basis of that personal gain. Those are the clever devils.
Thank you very much, Swari. Again, we will bring in one female. So I think we will start with Maggie. Maggie was the first female to come on, and then we're going to go across the table. But let me say welcome, Vasco. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Welcome to the show. Maggie, we are talking about this. Well, the Nobel Peace Laureate says majority of our political actors are clever devils. She did not state names. She did not call the names of those clever devils that she was speaking of. Now, I want us to look at this.
Has only 11 police officers. And the promised coastal highway remains an illusion for not just the Southeast, but for the entire country. Regarding the national electoral infrastructure, elections are meant to adhere to the principle of one man, one vote. However, under the Congress for Democratic Change administration, elections seem to have deviated from a scenario of one man, 5 ballot papers, one man, perhaps sometimes 6 ballot papers. The October polls in the Southeast and other regions expose a troubling pattern of election magistrates colluding with NEC presiding officers and election supervisors to manipulate vote counts in favor of CDC presidential and legislative candidates. Incidents such as those in Districts 8 and 15 of Moserado County, where NEC workers were inflicting votes for incumbent legislative candidates, were disturbingly common in the southeastern counties and other parts of the country. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the Fourth Estate, as we approach the November 14 runoff elections and other extensive consultations, we have arrived at the conclusion of officially, unconditionally, committedly, unreservedly endorsing Ambassador Joseph Newman Boakai, the standard bearer of the Unity Party.
We captured that from the exact place, so we had to go a bit longer. But that's the Sino County outgoing lawmaker, Senator J. Milton T.
Okay. Okay, from my end, go ahead.
These kinds of endorsements, should we consider this, endorsement like this as something coming from a clever devil? What's your take on this whole clever devil, situation?
First I would start with Major TJ. I think he's one of the clever devil. Same as Costa. I don't even want to call Costa name because for me, he's not relevant. Someone who only thinks about themselves. I can't even talk about him. For Major TJ, he just lost the election when he knew all the wrongs about CDC. When you are whining and dining with him. Yes, I 100% support the Unity Party, but his endorsement is just like Costa endorsing the CDC. It don't add no salt, no pepper to the Unity Party. So I don't even think that we should even embrace it. Like the Catholics, we have two sin. We have the mortal sin and the venial sin. Mortal sin and the grave sin, and the venial is the lesser sin. That's what we believe. When you die with a mortal sin, it's like killing and stuff like that. But venial sin is the lesser sin. So the clever devils are those with the mortal sin. I put them into that category.
So you're putting the devils, you're putting the clever devils in the two categories now. The ones
in
with
the two categories, because remember you asked one of the the one with the lesser sin. Like let's take for example, someone coming from a good place, right? You in another part. Let's say you from I'm from Unity Party, and I see something that did not go right, and I try to fix it, and still things didn't go right. Then this disagreement I switch over, but not bringing down the people that I once held.
Okay,
you can disagree, you can change. It's just like a relationship. You can break a relationship at any time, but taking.
Okay, so are you with us? Wow.
Yeah, first of all, in politics, there is no permanent friendship. You know, oh Jesus, I'm hearing you.
Wow. No, again, there's a
Are you
delay.
getting
I
me?
don't know what's happening. We're hearing you. Are you here? Are you with us? Wow. So let's welcome Karishman and Prince on the show. Welcome. It's good to have the both of you here joining us tonight on the discussion. We're going to take Francis on this one. Francis, go ahead. Let's hear your take on this.
Yeah, good evening to all and good morning to you guys in Liberia. I mean, for me, I don't see it as even clever devil. I see it as thin-skinned cowards. They're not clever devil. It's like giving them too much credibility. So those are thin-skinned cowards because for the like of Costa and other people, it's like the standard bearer of the party probably said something that you didn't like or didn't give you what you wanted. So instead of putting Liberian people first, you say, oh no, let me flip to the other side so I can make you look bad and I can make myself look good. So you're a coward. You see, people can say all they want to say about Yeke Koluba, but if you watch the interview he gave when he had a mini press conference, I believe it was yesterday or something, Yeke Koluba said, oh, I'm not going to campaign for Unity Party because I don't like how, like he said something about CEO, how the call, the vaccine, the call. But he said, I am going to return to the country on the 14th and vote for Joseph Boakai. And he told all his people to vote for Joseph Boakai. He said he was not going to campaign. He had his personal reason, but he still said he's voting for Joseph Boakai. But folks like Costa and people like him, they are just cowards. Maybe they didn't get what they wanted or the recognition they wanted, so they switch over, putting the country last and their feelings first. So they are thin-skinned cowards. They're not clever devil. That's too much credibility giving them a clever devil.
But how do we reconcile that term clever devil with the fact that every single person has the right to associate or disassociate at any given point in time?
Yes. So you have the right. Like some of our callers are called sometimes during the show, right? They tell you, oh, I voted for CDC in 2017, but the way they ran the country, I'm now switching over to the Unity Party because I want what's best for the country. Those people, I don't even consider them clever devil. I consider them patriots because they put the country first.
The people who flip over.
Yeah, who flip over for good reasons. Looking at this current government saying, you know what? We thought they were going to be better for the country, but what I've seen over the last 5 years and a couple of months is taking our country down the wrong path. So I'm switching over because we need to get them out and bring somebody else in. So those people are considered to be patriots, not even clever devil. I wouldn't even associate them with the term clever devil. But those we are trying to call clever devils, like of Snow and Milton Turgeon, Evan Snow and Milton Turgeon, all those folks, they are thin-skinned cowards. Like Snow, he's scared. He's shaking his boots because he got re-election coming up in 6 years. So he started talking about how, if there was election today, I think it was Boakai and three other people that will be DeLong and other people that will be re-elected because what? Those folks were patriots. They stood up and made noise for their people. But they sat there and kept quiet and probably collecting brown envelopes. And he talked about, oh, they were breaking bread. You see, so now he's scared and he's coming out. And Milton tells you to come out today because he's on his way out the door. Now talking about, oh, he's endorsed. Yes, I will be biased and accept that endorsement because even if we bring 2 or 3 more people to vote for the Unity Party, I would take that. But he's a thin-skinned coward. They are not clever devils. The patriots are those who switch from CDC to Unity Party based on seeing how the CDC has destroyed and is destroying the country. Those are the patriots. But I don't even want to use the word clever devil for those other folks. They are cowards.
Okay, thank you. Shirley, want to say welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us tonight. Let's move to Raymond. Raymond, let's hear your take on this this assertion by the Nobel Peace Laureate.
So first and foremost, let me make it clear and let all of us and our listener understand the term clever devil wasn't coined by Lema Bowie. It's a phrase or words used to describe those who use their knowledge for selfish reasons without ethical value. Because knowledge gives us awareness, it empowers us, and it makes us prepared to impact our world positively. But if I use all that power, all that knowledge, all that influence, and the leverage I have acquired to abuse that which I should stand for, contrary to my benefits, without integrity, without a sense of morality and ethics, because every profession and field have ethical values. That phrase is coined to mean anyone who does that is a clever devil. A clever devil lacks integrity in the first place. They lack truth. And they don't stand up for principles. So in this unique situation, she was referring to our ballot politics and what is obtaining, especially in these second rounds. All those politicians who are trying to get their support to aside for what they gain and not standing up for the Liberian people and all those principles to profess to be standing up for, why they in fact put themselves up as leaders. She's referring to all of them as clever devils. So if you know any politician who's selling his support, who's gaining some finances, who do not tell the truth. Their character don't display anything that's requiring trustworthiness. And they're on the other side supporting because of what they stand to gain more than what they believe in. The principles that they are looking for you to ensure that your life is better. They are clever devils. And
okay, so taking a look at our body politics, because the Nobel Peace Laureate went further to even expand on some of the very issues you're talking about. But Raymond, taking a look at our body politics, looking at the way things are playing out now. Okay, so maybe we want to go back a little to 20, let's say maybe 2017 or maybe 2011, coming out to up to where we are now. Who are some of those clever devils based on actions, deeds, you know,
So-
and all of what you've seen over the time? And how do we distinguish, you know, being a clever devil from that of being a patriot, someone who truly believes that at any point in time you can switch positions based on the prevailing situation?
And I thank you for the question because it's actually one that the audience and everyone needs to understand fully well. Look, friendship and
Forgive me,
relationship.
Raymond. Forgive me, Raymond.
Sorry?
No, go ahead.
Friendship, relationship are not cast in stone. They are based on conditions.
Okay.
And those who are into politics and support Assad do so for reasons. But
Okay.
a patriot would do it because of principles that support the general interest of the nation and the forward march of the state.
But how
Progress.
do you know they're doing it in the interest of the country? You
So
know,
Jesus said in his words, he said, by their fruit you shall know them. Good people bear good fruit.
the man John to the bow.
I mean, that's how you know them.
You go, boy.
You
You
know the true character of a man based on his deeds.
Okay,
You know
Raymond,
these-
please, sorry. Give us the name of 5 clever devils. You've been around for some time. You
So,
probably
I would name a few for you.
yeah, clever devils.
The
our
first
body
clever
politic.
devil is George Manawia, who used the support of the people for him because they love him because he plays sports, knowing fully well he lacks all the understanding to lead a country, but because of the benefits that he will acquire from being the leader of the country, he went upon and put himself up, acquired the role, can do the work, always sitting at the Jamaica resorts, don't do no work, take the Liberian people resources, squander it as much as he wants. He's the first clever devil. Because there's no integrity, no ethical principles into what he's doing. He's only taking advantage. The second clever devil is Edwin Melvin Snow, who came into LPRC during the Chancellor regime, amassed wealth overnight, and have always used it, abused the Liberian people, are smart, go like the wind, always in one another location because of what he can gain from it, and not in the best interest of the Liberian people. The second clever devil. The third clever devil, Benedict Ure, during the terror era, who amassed wealth, last year in Lone Star Cell, and come up with corny words, corny art, so that it gets sympathy from the people, but always seeking their self-interest and not the Liberian people interest. The fourth person is his son, who named I won't call.
You asked me for 5, or let him talk.
He gave him too many details about the devils. The time is running out. But listen,
Benedict Ure's son, who name I won't call. I'm not going to elevate him for his name to come off my lips because he's not worth the salt that I eat. He's another clever devil. The first clever devil is Stella Ure, who because she wants to, whatever the CDC done to her, even to the point of killing her in a graphic picture that we saw, because of wealth and financial gains, she will go bow down. And that's why George will refer to the entire family that he cut them like fish.
Thank you very much. Let's hold you there, Raymond. Okay, so I like us
Good
to.
job, man.
Baba, why are you clapping for Raymond?
My man, my brother just
And you
nailed.
and me clapping at the same time.
My brother just nailed right on the nail. He knew the hammer.
Okay, so let me say this. Let's try to make our points in 2 minutes, maybe 2 minutes 30 seconds, because we're doing straight 2 hours today. So let's move to some of the females. Hands, I see you've been here for a while, but let's take one of the females and then we'll come to you. Let's take Amy. You came in next to Maggie. Maggie, I hope your connection will serve you right this time. Oh, you came in before Amy. Okay, so right after Amy, we'll take you, Darwin. Thank you.
So who, Nelson, can you post the link on Facebook? I'm sorry. And can you post the link on Facebook?
Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm doing that.
Who came before me? Norman?
Yeah.
You can go ahead, sweetheart. Let her go.
It's okay. No, you can go.
Okay. So, Clever Devil. I think Raymond has already said it all. Everybody tried to beat on people that was supporting somebody like CDC last time, and now they're supporting the opposition, which I think is, unfair, because some of those people switch over for a reason. I don't think you should support somebody like we are now supporting JMB. God forbid, should JMB start doing the wrong thing, then we say, oh, we gotta get stuck here because we supported him, so let's stay here. We can't speak the truth, and we can't tell him, say, no, we're not supporting that anymore. No, that is wrong. And people seem to miss that up, where people like the other guy, the Buka, you can support someone like last time. People like Eugene, they didn't know what they were capable of. They thought that was their side.
So he's a lesser clever devil?
I would not call him a clever devil. I would see him as he switched for a good reason, unless he lying about that reason, that because of the killing and bad governance and all, unless he lying about that, which I wouldn't know. But that if that's what he said, he left. So if that's the reason, I see that to be a picture. And that's what we need to know, the difference between the pictures and just someone who just, because you see the sun shining on the other side, or you want something and I'm not paying attention to you. Nothing wrong, but you gotta make it look like something wrong because you want to get at me, like the Buka. Yes, but we all can see what George Weah is doing to our country. We all see that it's not good. We all see our country going down the drain. And I think most of us, she's talking to some of these so-called oppositions that are still acting like they're still searching in the good, between the good and Weah, even though few weeks ago, they knew that we were running our country and they wanted to take over. But now that they're no longer in that race, all of a sudden they see we as a group thing that they're finding it so hard to differentiate him and Joseph Boakai because he's got a good quality. All of a sudden, I think I see those so-called opposition like Clever Devil as well. Because if you were preaching bad 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and you have one opposition getting the left, there shouldn't be any kind of difficult position for you to be in. That's why I respect Yaman Gongo very, very much. I respect him because he
you just told us that the clever devils are in the opposition.
Yeah, some of our opposition
and they are in the ruling establishment as well. You're gonna tell us maybe just two of those clever devils. But before getting there, how will you distinguish a clever devil from someone who is a patriot?
I just told you now. I just told you, like, let's say, oh, God forbid, excuse, let's say I supported Weah 17 years, 2017. I said, God forbid, right? Let's say I was one of those people that supported him. And then now, the way my country is going, what I'm seeing happening to my country and all the corruption I walk court suit and walking in the street, and everybody looking at how far they each other, and the roles. We are nothing to King. We are rich man overnight. Prince Charles ain't got nothing on him. Then I sit there and still be there singing praises. So, oh yeah, he's doing well. Oh yeah, he's this, he's that. No.
Okay.
But if I saw that and be like, no, I don't. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what we told you you are going to do.
And
This
you
is
decided
not
to flip over at that point.
and then decide to.
You are not a clever
leave.
devil.
I'm not a clever devil. I'm in it for my country. I'm being a patriot. That's it. People should know that. But like people just messed up everything. Oh, and you're supporting that person, and you're supporting we are. Then now you're supporting opposition, and you're supporting. They messed up everything. Nobody got glued to that butt to stick on any bad thing when you know it's bad. You got to leave. It's bad. If you stay there. But everybody got butt now. See, making it look like something bad that I'm saying.
No, go ahead.
It doesn't mean I'm cursing or anything. That's not a curse. I'm saying but. Everybody got but. I know I can say the other. If I say ASS, then you can say something like that. But come on now. I know radio. Okay. Yeah, all right. So I don't know where you get used to sit down. How you want me to sit it? Your backside?
It's like bro can say you're behind. You're behind.
It's used behind. Instead,
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, let's hold you there and take.
Uniquely, Liberian consider but to be an insult and behind because you would hear older people saying, "Oh, we are behind from here." They only use that word. I don't know why.
Yeah, someone said, "But nothing can be sharing." Oh, I mean, we on the radio. Yeah, well,
someone says lesson split.
Everyone.
Lesson split. Okay.
Good morning to everyone in Liberia and good evening to everyone here. So actually, I wouldn't describe Henry Costa as clever devil.
He's a stupid one, right?
I wouldn't, my reason being that this guy had took the last 6 years to make this government unpopular. And he did it. He did a good job doing it because a lot of people listening, things that have been happening that we were not aware of, we started knowing it. And, and now he's there. Yeah, he is now 2 weeks to election. He wants to go support that same person that he made all of us turn against for all the facts and stuff that he brought to us over these years. To me, that was not a clever thing to do. So he's a foolish devil. He's not a clever devil. Because you know what? He in it, maybe
now you want to use that word.
No. Don't try to read my mind.
Now what you want to say? Go ahead, Mama.
Maybe it may look like he's doing it because he better driven or he's doing it for money. But you can tell that he's doing it because he hurt. Whatever happened between he and Boakai, this is the reason why he's trying to turn around.
Revenge, yeah.
Boakai. But he forgetting to know he had already put Boakai on a pedestal for 6 years. That's a lot of work you have put in. So it's not gonna take 2 weeks to put him down. But who I would say is a clever devil definitely has to be George Manning Weah.
So, as per your own evaluation of things, who is a clever devil? Who is a clever devil in this case?
George Manning Weah. And I say this because George Weah don't really need Costa. No. He can actually use him to try, to destroy Boakai. I don't think it will make any difference, but in his mind, he think I can use this guy to destroy Boakai by using him to say stuff. Maybe the people that he have been telling bad about me all these years, they might listen. Because there's no way he would say I'm this bad. Then he said he's here with me. But George Weah is not gonna trust Costa no way, no harm. He knows Costa knows that, and George Weah knows that, but he's using him for election purposes. After the election, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. He's not gonna break. He's not gonna break bread with Costa.
Okay, thanks a lot. We're gonna move quickly over to Hans. We'll move over to Hans shortly. After Hans, we take Karishman, and then we'll move on to take Prince and Morba. But let's have a listen here again, folks. This is coming at a time when there are lots of crossovers.
Clever devils that I quoted from the chief imam of Liberia, Chief Imam Cry. He said clever devils is basically when people have education without character, it creates clever devils. Look around our country today, James. See what we have. One minute, Peter is saying, oh, this is what is good. The next minute, we're flip-flopping. And the rest of the population sitting and watching and seeing all these so-called leaders. And I put the leaders in quotes because true leaders would never do some of the things that we're seeing. No integrity. Truth is far from everything. Like someone said, if I have to walk over my mother to get to where I need to get to, I will do that. No compassion for the ordinary people. It's just really sad. Not just sad. For me personally, it's disgusting and sickening to watch.
You have it. No integrity. People have education. No compassion for the people. Who are those clever devils? In the midst of everything she said, she did not call name. She threw the rocks. And then she just left it open. Hans, let's hear from you, sir.
Thank you, Nelson. Thank you, panelists. I'm not going to attack Madame Bowie. She's a great woman. But sometimes when you make the comments, I don't know, when was the last time Madame Bowie spoke? Was it when she was the orator at the program?
No. I don't know why she's speaking now.
No. The last time she spoke was when she made this comment about Ambassador Boakai that he should focus on his personal issues and forget about the body politics, and that statement went viral. I think you remember that.
Yeah. So my thing here is like you're trying to throw the stone. You know, back when we were younger, we throw the stone to the girl window and we back off to see if she will come and we'll go visit the girl. Yeah. So I'm not attacking her, but sometimes some of these comments can also come back to hurt you that is making it, because where was she all these years? And I think when you try to be a spokesman or try to be into the political side, you should be upfront. Don't throw the stone and hide. So why didn't she call names? Now she put the names for us to come and call. We'll call the names. Fine, fair enough. Again, I'm not attacking Madame Bowie. I love Madame Bowie, but these are facts and things that we need to speak about. So next time when she come and speak, maybe it might not be clever devil, it might be devilish devil.
Is there a caveat you're giving out to her now? Next time you come and speak,
Madame Bowie,
you say who the clever devils.
She holds one of the most prestigious awards in the world. So she has all right to come out and speak. Nobody will harm her. Nobody will do anything to her. It wouldn't. I think she threw it out there for us to have a topic on it, and fair enough to her. But back on the line of who the clever devils are, there are some clever. There are just some dumb devils. Period. I'm sorry, that's not a bad word, right? I go English, right?
I go English.
Thank you. Okay, so like what her name said, I would piggyback on Norman. Costa is no clever devil. I don't like calling that man name either. That the Buga is no clever devil. The dude is dumb. Period. Because he elevated in Ambassador Boakai, and what he did recently, 3 days ago, that it was doing political poll, like how they do polling, like how they do in America. Yeah, President Ambassador Boakai would have been like I don't know how many percentage in the ratings by now. But that's okay. That's Liberia we're talking. That's the central. That's the element we live in. The people, President Weah is the first. Edwin Snow is the second. The Ewers are the third. We can go down the list. They plenty. The project plenty like locusts from the Bible days.
I was saying that Milton Tiaji.
Oh, that
is he a clever devil?
Bro, they're not even clever. They will put a Mr. there, Mr.
An
Clever
outgoing
Devil.
senator
Can you
pledging his
imagine?
support to
Nelson, you were sitting there, you from the southeast, you waiting till you're about to clear your office, take the air conditioner, everything out, like what the other senators are doing. Then you come in, talk to us today about
Exactly.
the interstate, sorry, the coastal highway. When you are sitting there
When you're signing all the bad
9
deals,
years
right?
ago, we are signing the concessions agreement. So I don't want to hear from people like Milton TJ. You know, they get my blood boiling. You know, and we're looking at people
clever
like
devil? No. Let's not look at this thing. What about the senator-elect Ellis Tyler? Is he a clever devil?
Oh, bro, yeah, oh yes, I'm not ashamed to say it. He is. He's one of the Electoral is one of Electoral the snow. They're in the same bottle. Not because he's supporting Joseph Boakai, and so I should come and be all hype for Alex Tyler. Yeah, I respect him like every man, but he's more than just a clever devil. These guys, they got to find another
Person got
terminology.
Finley.
Berson, oh, thank you. I wrote it down here. You see, thank you. You helped me. Berson got Finley, right? I come in, Nelson. I still got time. I beg you. Let me see
You have 20 seconds.
Nah, not true. Not true.
Bring
When we're talking about people, when we're talking about patriots, let me list one or two patriots. Dr. Alaric Tupper, Ambassador Ballard, those are patriots. Those are people we are talking about, right? I think you asked for patriots and the devils.
Yeah.
The people who got the country a hat, like Councilor Gonglo. Now, Edith, on the other hand, they're not clever devil. But lastly, in the 20 seconds or 10
You're not
seconds,
clever devil. She's not a
who?
clever devil.
That's not clever devil, bro. That's not a title for her, that woman. But let me just encourage Madam Bowie that
Is she a lesser clever devil?
nothing like lesser, nothing like more. She's
relevant.
not even relevant.
Nelson.
She's not relevant.
She's another revenge seeker.
No.
That's all.
Let me
Okay. Let's have
Nelson, in 10 seconds, man. I beg you. Let me close on this. Back to Madam Bowie. Let me say this to you, madam. When you were standing with a white t-shirt and a lapa with those women praying for peace, you were a mentor that people look up to, and we expected you not when situation not looking good, and you come and talk. We want you in the discourse continuously. So in this process, after this process, we want you there, not just when certain things is hype up or are hype up, then you come and talk. Nothing, no disrespect to her.
Okay, thank you. Let's move to you, Shirley. Let's hear you, and then we'll take Karishma.
Well, hi Nelson, and hi everyone. So first of all, there is no such thing as clever devil. The devil is the devil. Period. So we're not going to add any other title to that to call them clever or not. And I mean, watching that video just make me so sick, because I was one of those people that used to cut my sleep to listen to Henry Coaster, or because I thought he was for the Liberian people. So let go protest, let go do this. And I'm like, you know what? This man is 8. And even to add on him and say have the same birthday. So I was so sick just watching that, to know that someone just don't carry the title that they have integrity. They can just flip at any time. And they should just send a message to George Weah, because that man, I think, let's put everything aside. I think he's smart. Let's get it. I mean, his smartness is like he make dumb decisions for our country. We understand. But the fact that he can sit with Costa and like, I'm going to give you this amount of money, or I'm going to give you this position. I'm promising you this for you to come on board. And someone who claimed they have the country at heart and took 6 years, like our sister said, to talk down on the government that you now think is their hero. Let's question who you are. And then also speak volume to your character, that if tomorrow, God forbid, I'm doing the same thing like Amy did, God forbid, if tomorrow, God forbid, and I'm saying God forbid because that would never happen, It will never happen because we are caught in our sleep. We sacrificing our time to come here to educate the Liberian people. So George Weah, God forbid, will not be president, period. But God forbid, right? And they put Henry Costa in some kind of position. Liberian people should know that he will stand for nothing, absolutely nothing. Because now this man is standing for nothing. Relationship, though, it's like a relationship. We can break up, we can move on, and I can get into another relationship and we fine. So let's assume you and this old man, something happened, it didn't work out. Fine. Be yourself. But going back to somebody you talk down on for 6 years, like, dude, who are you? Who are you?
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Shirley.
Don't use that word. He is not a clever devil. And I disown him as my birthday. Period.
You change your birthday.
Morva, can I come in? I mean, Nelson, can I come in for a few seconds?
Yeah. So let's just. I just want you to
I think Prince
jot
knows
down
so you can come from that.
Yeah. So you can just jot down your points, Raymond. So
there's a bad
sorry,
feedback.
Charisma.
I don't know.
Yeah, guys,
Everybody
let us all
should-
mute. Can we all mute? Okay, thank you. So we'll take Prince because I think he wants to attend to something very quickly, urgently. Then we'll come back to Charisma, please. Go
No,
ahead, sir.
go ahead. Let you go ahead. Oh my God. Well, because I leave my, I can leave my, I go home. Charisma, go ahead.
Okay. Charisma, you contested in District 10. You are one of the candidates in the just ended election. Are you also a clever devil? Were you playing the clever devilish game or what have you? Who are the clever devils? How do we distinguish a clever devil from a patriot?
So I'm not a clever devil. I go for what I believe in and I support what I believe is right.
Can we all just mute? Are we all muted? Okay. Mobile, you want to mute?
I'm listening to all my colleagues, and almost everyone made a very important point. But I like Raymond's points he made, and I would like to add up to what Raymond said. George Weah is the most clever devil I've seen so far. And at the last minute, not from the beginning. Because the games that is being played now, if that what he was playing over the past 3 years, we wouldn't have even had a second round.
Okay.
I will tell you for a fact. George Weah is going to win the election, clear on. Because I personally, when I was supporting CDC, I remember writing him some messages. Let's put a reality where it is. Politics is a game. Politics is a major game. It's not a classroom. Politics is not for people who just want to be 100% honest in society. There are times most of the politicians that go all the way to break their values because they want to maintain power. Some of them go the other way around because they want to uphold to what they have when they see it losing their hands. They won't see the reality until they are losing power, like what is happening to Milton Chie or Milton right now. Milton Chie. Okay. So George Weah waited last minute of time to initiate his 48 laws of power. And we have a serious battle on here. He is the most clever devil I've seen. And Costa was a clever devil 2 years back. Because it's not an easy thing for an individual to put a precedent on his toes.
Okay.
Where they
But
have to
you think now you think he's no longer that clever devil. But now let's not arrow it. Let's not arrow it.
Now see if you can just give me a few seconds. I want to
Yeah.
begin. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I know you're back.
But I don't know if it's you or maybe it's from Emily.
The feedback is
Yeah, someone has a very bad. I think
everyone
it's
is
better.
muted now.
Yeah. Okay, so Nelson,
So okay,
Nelson,
so,
as I
so
was
yeah,
saying,
just to end up on what I was trying to come in with. I
yeah.
don't want us to just array to maybe Costa. You know, there are lots of crossovers,
But I
and there are
want
lots
to
of
complete more Costa. Costa is a major factor right now. Reason being, Costa is a major factor is the fact that he supported JMB.
Mm-hmm.
He castigated this particular government for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
He went. He became the enemy of the state. He staged one of the biggest protests ever in the history of Liberia.
Yeah.
To remove this president that he's now giving his support to. And having your voice at that level and selling it for little of nothing, that is not being a clever devil. We are on the radio, so that we cannot use certain languages, but
Okay.
I think that's something that is totally off the book.
Now again, Charisma, going back to the Nobel laureate comment, she said there are people. She look around in the political corridors of our country. She see lots of clever devils, people with degree, and all of that, but they lack compassion. They lack character and integrity. They are willing to do the worst things, even at the detriment of the country, just to get at the top. She categorized those people as clever devils. And now we're asking the question again, who are those clever devils? And how do we distinguish the clever devils from the patriots? Maybe you can take 45 seconds to conclude.
For me, I think people who play the clever devil roles, those that use the people to gain what they want.
Okay.
Use, for example, Costa is being paid to sell out. Joshua came in as a messiah and make corruption his number one payback to the people, to be very corrupt, taking the people money, enriching himself. So, and now is at the point where he has only 2 more weeks and he know that power is actually leaving his hands. He's doing everything in his possible way. Whether you insulted him before or insulted his mother or castigated him or you guys were enemy, he don't mind. He's paying out to mend relationships because he want power. He's seeing the power.
Don't you think he's doing this? Don't you think he's doing this in the spirit of reconciliation?
No, this is not a time for reconciliation. If he wanted to do reconciliation, he would have done that after he became president. That or after 1 year, 2 years. This is not time for reconciliation. This is the time where political games are played. This is the time the 48 laws of power is used. When you read the book 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, you will know that the major games in politics is played at this moment. And when you read the 33 Strategies of War by Robert Greene, you will know that at a particular time you have to maneuver to maintain is what Joshua is doing.
So he's maneuvering to maintain and not reconciling, and you think
he's not reconciling.
Clever devil. Well, we ending up on this conversation now. So we still have who do we have? Okay, so we have
Maggie. Haven't finished her point yet, but I just wanted to ask a question, please, if I may.
Okay, you want to ask who? Who
Maybe anybody can answer me because it's something that I keep hearing. I'm not a politician, but I always hearing people talking about, oh, politics is not what is it? Is no permanent friend or there's not
permanent friendship.
No, there's no that. So what I'm hearing is that is there una in Africa or whatever. So does that mean as a politician that you cannot be honest? As a
No.
politician, you can mean well.
People
As a
can switch
politician, you
time.
should
People
have
can
I
switch.
mean,
So
You can be, you
Yeah,
can.
can I speak
let's
in?
have Emmy to learn, and let's have Emmy to learn her. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, so all these things I keep hearing because I know some politicians are nothing like that. They have, but people keep making it seem like making excuses for these greedy people them that have no character. And like for this man that we talking about, we all know what he's doing. Try to sacrifice 5 point something million people to get even, to get something revenge. He know whatever he's saying about George Weah, he doesn't believe it, but we all know what he's doing, and it's not gonna work. But for people to be politics had no permanent friend, no this, that, no that. Does that mean you can just throw your character away because you're a politician? Is that what I'm hearing?
Can I speak to that?
So I can. Raymond,
so
if you allow me to answer just a few seconds and then you end it.
So
If
we
you
should
don't
have
mind.
one person to respond to that so that we can. Okay, so let's have two persons, at least 20 seconds. So we
All
move
right,
on.
thank you.
We need to go to Mikey.
Um,
She's in it, and Prince as well is here to learn his thoughts.
So, Emmy, let me just make it very short so Raymond can just close up on. In politics, a lot of things goes wrong. People have room for reconciliation. That's what I believe when it said no permanent friend and no permanent enemy, but not at the point where I'm going to go to the point of insulting you publicly, consistently, bringing
Okay.
you down, or going for a part or standing for something and later on coming back and succumbing to you after knowing that everything you did was wrong or everything you did is not in the interest of the people, but because I'm angry with someone and I want to pay back. So I'm coming back now to welcome you after knowing everything you did was wrong. That's selling your integrity. But when you say no,
Exactly. So when we
and
talking about
Thank
these
you.
things, people should stop calling it politics. What Costa
no,
explained is not politics. It's a
no, that is
personal
not
game that
politics.
he's playing.
Politics, again, there is room for reconciliation. That is where the phrase comes from. There is no permanent friends and no permanent enemy because you will disagree to agree. And sometimes it takes a long time to agree after the disagreement and to find a common ground.
And
Raymond,
to
you can
add up to that, politics is not about enmity. It's about ideas and about principles. So those of us in the United Party we might come under the umbrella because in our minds there are certain agenda that we want to implement in our country and see happening in our country. So Joseph Yema Boakai can be our standard bearer, but we are not loyal to him. Now whatever he does,
Thank you.
come what may, we support him in the cause. So the day he deviates and goes the other way around, we would disagree with him.
Thank
And
you.
if George Weah, who's doing all the worst in the country, could change in 6 years and start doing the best, we could have supported him because we want
Thank
the
you.
forward march of our country. So it's
That's
about
what you
the
there, Raymond.
principles and the
Yeah.
direction.
So Prince, go ahead and let's
But
take
I
Mikey
wanted
and
to
then
make
go to
20 seconds intervention, maybe after Prince.
no. Yeah, but let's have the rest of the panelists to conclude to make their points.
Time.
Prince, you want to go?
Yeah. Well, let me say good afternoon to you all, fellow panelists, and good morning to you, Nelson, from Liberia and the rest of the world, wheresoever you find yourself. First thing, Nelson, there's no evil devil and Lena Boy.
Clever devil. Who
Yeah,
are the clever devils?
right. Nelson, there's no clever devil. Devil that devil. Devil that's a wickedness.
Okay. Let's say the devils that are playing the clever games with the Liberian people. Who are those devils?
Nelson, when you sit and build your character for the years and you decide to get damaged in everything you do, your character matters. That's number one. Two of it, as to what Charisma said, in Liberian politics is very deadly. Liberia, the politics of Liberia is very deadly. you will find out of the 100% that we got in our country, you might find 40% that we are nationalistic, that got that country at heart. The rest of the 60%, they are only grave seekers.
So, Prince, to what extent have those clever devils affected our country? Either by the decisions they make, by the flip-floppings and all of that. To what extent have that impacted or affected, let me put it that way, the very country we call home?
First thing first, Shewa, we must say, if Unity Party, we have fighting to elect Honorable Boakai, and he started to go contrary for what the Liberian people put him there for. Believe you me, some will come again back on the same platform to criticize him, to tell you doing the wrong thing. If he had conscience, he would desist and start to go the red path. You know who put, I would say a plain blank on the national platform. All while Liberians suffering today is Madam Ellen Johnson that put this country into what they're going through today. She did that by endorsing Joshua, knowing for the way the status he had, he was never going to, knowing for the way he was never going to leave the path that she, Joseph Boakai, and her lay all the platform of Liberia, lay all the education system of Liberia, lay all the system for Liberia. She was not going to do it. Because Liberian people was living as long they were getting paid on time. They were paying for rest on the cheaper basis. They have roads to the farm. They have good health care. And you just look at it and endorse somebody, and you see the country went down the drain. So for that alone, I hold a bad mother.
No, but Prince, in the midst of everything you're saying, there are clips to that affair where the former president said that her vice was the most competent. But that's not part of our discussion, though.
I agree. Those are some of the evil devil there right there. I hear
so you are saying that former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is one of the evil, the clever devils.
Yeah, she put Liberia into what they're going through right now. See, I don't get Coastal relevant. I would not, because you the senior man that went through Sierra Leone, that the Serena government has to take you and bring you to the airport to come to America. That the same job we have today, you healed him. All the men wanted to kill me. That's the same man. But
thank you.
That's surprising, because Costa, all his game is about money.
Thank
Everything
you. Nelson, can I have 10 seconds? So in 1985, when
can I go after?
No, yeah. Let's have Prince to
and
then you come in with your 10 seconds.
When you do money greed, it leads you to your own detriment. Now, I come to
thank you.
But no, 10 seconds. I come to Madam TJ. You're in a house for how many years? Now, you pass Booger construction then. Not thinking about Liberian people. And now you say because you lost it in dozen on a Boakai, some of them are just playing. We pray to God that we win this election, then we'll see the path that Boakai will go on.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. Let's hear from you here. Take 10 seconds quickly, then we'll go to Mikey to wrap up her points. She was in flight. And then Mickey here in the background. There are lots of folks coming in, but they're slipping off. I don't know what's happening with the network. But go ahead.
I know the history has proven to us that there's been lots and lots of patriots and clever devils, smart devils, however. He alluded to Madam Sirleaf. So 1985, I think Madam said he played one of the most smartest things she ever did as a clever person or devil, however way they want to relate to her, like my own woman. But she didn't take her seat because she saw and she knew how she was going to get back to Samuel Doe. So that right there, I will go. That's history. You know, I read about it.
Was that being a clever devil? Because she didn't serve. She gave out, you know,
she could have the seat
because I want us to go back. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I want us to bear in mind the very meaning of this clever devil, especially as per what the Nobel laureate said, that people who have education, they are well placed and all of that, but they don't have compassion. They're willing to make terrible decisions, even at the detriment of the country, because of where they want to get. And she referred to them as clever devils that are you know, all in the corridors, of the body politics of our country. So yes,
Listen, let me just speak to that briefly because I asked for a few seconds, and that's what I wanted to speak to.
Yeah, but then we'll have to hold on until we can get Maki and the rest of the folks to conclude.
Okay,
Because
no problem.
yeah, it will be unfair to them. We just have them sitting and they're not talking, and then we're making the rounds. So Mikey, you can conclude 1 minute, and then because we're in flight,
That's
so we
quick.
can,
You can put me in the bag and bring somebody in until I get home, please.
okay, thank you.
Me too, Nelson.
Okay, so I see who's here. Okay, I see Mickey and okay. So go ahead, Mikey.
Yeah, as I was saying, for me, I don't see no clever devil. I see evil devils.
Rescue trouble.
Why you can't start laughing?
I rescue trouble.
The bug and program. I thought about.
I see evil devils. So the first thing that we talk about George Weah. He's not a clever devil. I heard my sister saying that he's smart because he embraced Costa. No, he's not smart. He know the game that he's playing. He know the race between the Unity Party in Ambassador Boakai and Costa. He playing to death, bringing Costa in. But we, the Liberian people, have already put Costa under the microscope. We already know who Costa is. So for Josh Weah, he's not even clever, but I think he's a dog devil. I'm sorry to say this, but if you will embrace someone that have said all these nasty things about you, but because you want to clinch the power, you putting all that aside to step on the Liberian people, using another person to get at the standard bearer. It's selfish and that's evil. There is nothing good in using a like somebody like Costa to go and say all these nasty stuff about George Ambassador and Boakai. Now okay.
Yeah, so
you lost me. So I wanted to say something before.
Okay, so now how will you distinguish being a clever devil to that of being a patriot, someone who truly loves the country and are making these decisions in the interest of the country?
Like someone who loves the country, I think we all have to say the sign of cross like Amin did from the beginning. And I said the sign of cross too. Like take for example, like I supported the same CDC in the past. His platform, he talked, let's say a platform for me, I'm typically for health.
Okay.
The platform talk about health. empowering the nurses, empowering the doctors, bringing instrument into the different hospital, building upon what we already had that Manus already put into place. Good health care. And he comes in, and what he preached about, he turned it upside down. After 6 years, and people talk after 6 years, and I see somebody who is in line with my own thinking, I would definitely go with that person because the health of the people
that indicates
matters. That is a patriot. That is someone who stands for something. That is someone who sees the future and wants the best for their country.
Okay, so who are some of the clever devils? Maybe just two.
I don't
so
see
we
no
move to
clever devil. I just see self. I just see people who there for themselves. Nothing about being clever.
Yeah.
Nothing about being clever. They're there for themselves. And if they likes, like, I don't even want to call his name Costa, he there for himself. We all know. Even I'm sorry, you cut me off. Let me finish. Even the CDC people know. You see them all around. They even trying to distance themselves from Costa. So they know. They know.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. Let's hold you there and take Vasco. Vasco, welcome to the show. Mickey Hill, thanks for joining us as well. So let's take the both of you. With respect to the topic, the Nobel laureate said, Madame Lema Bowie says, when she looked around in the corridors, in the political corridors of our country, what she sees are just a bunch of clever devils, people who claim to be educated, but making very terrible decisions against the interest of the masses, people who do not have compassion for the people. Vasco, what's your analysis of that statement, that comment coming from Madame Bowie? And who are the clever devils, as you, as a Liberian, look through the corridors of our country? Who are those clever devils you think the Liberian people should be aware of based on these and everything?
Thank you. Relating to that topic, the clever devils they can be found mostly in the opposition, including all of the Unity Party panelists on the show. I classify most of them here as clever devils.
I knew you were smoking something even you came. I knew you had some of that cool smoking on there.
You the
Masco, don't do that.
You gotta
I'm muting all of you guys. Please don't unmute. Please don't.
I just want to say I knew Vasco had some of that cool
the show in peace. We have Mickey Hill. Mickey Hill is coming after Vasco.
Okay, yeah.
Let's end the show in peace. Let's end the show in peace. I beg you.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Welcome.
Vasco, you have your 2 minutes.
I miss you.
You have your 2 minutes. Vasco, you have your 2 minutes. Go ahead. Who is a clever devil? And so when the Vasco time, now you call him for time. Hey, Moba.
So, like you
go ahead, Vasco.
Like you
Vasco,
see me,
go ahead.
I keep adding S to the devils, right? So the clever devils in Liberia are mostly found in the opposition, including all my fellow panelists here who support the so-called rescue team. And the greatest clever devil, they are Prince Johnson and Joseph Boakai. But for tonight's show, I'll be emphasizing on Boakai. Boakai is the #1 clever devil in Liberia politics. Because this is a man that knows very well within himself that he cannot stand the pressure of being president of that country. He's not able. This is the man, this is the longest serving person in the government ever worked in Liberia. For me, I call him leech. He's a leech. This man started working in government since 1973 up to 2017, or let's say 2018. Over 40 years in government. But he cannot show anything that he have done. But today
that's a topic to show something all we
So,
discuss about clever devil.
no,
it's possible.
let's do this one at a time. Let's
So,
do this one.
Malva and all the other panelists,
Guys,
if Vasco can get under your skin, then you not need to be on the show. Let Vasco talk. Let Vasco. Every time we interrupt Vasco, we make Vasco to talk longer. Let Vasco talk and finish, and we'll come and talk.
Thank you, Remo.
Don't let Vasco get under your skin, my man.
Vasco,
yes,
please go ahead. And I want you to again, I want us to speak in the confines of our discussion. The clever devils. Okay, maybe I should play this again, Vasco. Maybe I should play
the topic. That's all. Like,
I don't know as to
He
whether
was in here and you want to stop the talk.
let's take this one. Okay. So sorry. Okay.
Well, if you look at the definition of clever devils that I quoted from the chief imam of Liberia, Chief Imam Cry, he said clever devils is basically when people have education without character, it creates clever devils. Look around our country today, James. See what we have. One minute, Peter is saying, oh, this is what is good. The next minute, we're flip-flopping, and the rest of the population sitting and watching and seeing all these so-called leaders. And I put the leaders in quotes because true leaders would never do some of the things that we're seeing. No integrity, truth is far from everything. Like someone said, if I have to walk over my mother to get to where I need to get to, I would do that. No compassion for the ordinary people. It's just really sad. Not just sad. For me personally, it's disgusting and sickening to watch.
So there you have it, Vasco.
Yes.
So you can make a point just conclude your points from there.
I'm listening to the lady and I'm speaking in the context where she said they got leaders, some leader. If it costs them to use this person, use other people without any integrity to get to certain position, they would do it. So that's why I'm looking at Boakai. Because if Boakai, who you guys say he's one of the so-called integrity person, if Boakai is the so-called integrity person, Boakai today, according to Boakai information, he told us that he can even dance with the devil to get to where he want to get to. So today you see
when did he say that? When did he say that?
It is clear from the time he met Prince Johnson. The thing on front page Africa. You read it. Run to see it was on the front page.
Can he bring an article to prove that it's on Wall Street? He need to bring something to prove that.
Article.
Also, when they ask you for evidence, then you go about asking somebody too. So you just bring words out there.
Every time
guys, I will put anyone who interrupts me back.
For more than 5 minutes, and we
keep done. That's what I'm saying.
But we keep giving them a chance to talk. They may be talking for more than 5 minutes.
Let's mute.
Every time he comes on, we give him 10 minutes because we keep interrupting.
The man was done talking. I wasn't interrupting him.
Okay. So Vasco concluding for the 5 seconds.
See, you're Edmund Town. So this man said he can dance with the devil to get to where he want to get to, and today we see the lives of Prince Johnson is working for Boakai. We all know Prince Johnson to be one of the most notorious war lawyer in our country. Today the man is working with Butt Naked. Butt Naked, we know the history of Butt Naked. Okay. Today, the man working with Electoral. We know the history of Electoral. So he working with all these criminals and killers to get to where he want to get to. So this man is the biggest clever devil.
So Vasco, finally,
people of our country.
Finally, Vasco, how do you distinguish being a clever devil from being a true patriot?
Thank you. A true patriot is, for me, one of the true patriots in my country is the President George Manuel Weah. Because this is the only Liberian that I know of. This is the only Liberian that I know of that took his personal cash and sponsored the country. Because we all know that nothing represents the country.
Thank you.
We are used over $2 million of his own money to represent the country. That is a true patriot. And
Thank
today,
you. Thank you. Let's hold you there. Thank you. Guys, please stop interrupting. It's not fair to our audience. I mean, we can continue, doing that. Let's speak when we're recognized. Okay, thank you, Vasco. I think you've made your point. So we move to Mickey, and after Mickey, then we'll take interjections, questions. Moba hasn't spoken yet, so but let's hear from you, Mickey.
Good morning to you, Nelson, and hello to all of the panelists here. I got 2 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What Vasco said, I just got this in response to what Vasco said, right? After you listen to it, then I will speak to the clever devil thing.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, inconclusive response were you even close to anything.
Guys, you guys are interrupting the show.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
So.
Amen. Take this, Mickey. Take this.
Listen, that is from
you have
the last time you told me that it was against the rule of the show that someone can just come out and play, which of course
who authorized you to talk that you unmute your mic and keep
who authorized you to talk, my man? Pasco, mute the man.
Okay, so I'm gonna start. Okay, so let's start from here. So and then we'll move on gradually. We have to. So okay, so Vasco, with respect to your point, what he played is an audio, right? It's not a video. For videos, you have to send it and then upload it to the software. But it's an audio. You could just carry it closer to your gadget and then But go ahead, Mickey. You have 1 minute 30 seconds. Mickey, we're not hearing you.
Okay, I'll play it one more time.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Amen.
Okay. With respect to the issue of Lima Bowie and the whole I'm sorry. With respect to the conversation or the topic of Lima Bowie and the whole clever devil thing. First of all, I think that is utterly wrong. Even the phrase doesn't make any sense. And when I think about the people like Lima Bowie, I'm reminded of this medieval word that was coined, right? It's called milksop. And the meaning of that word is somebody who is indecisive and lacks courage. Who is Lima Bowie? That woman is only parading with that meaningless award. That award has lost its esteem and value. So I don't stand for something. Don't just come out and ramble. Say something. Take a position. You understand? With the issue of that other guy, that unfortunate human being called Cornstar or whatsoever. For me, I consider him as a human excrement that is distasteful, nauseating, and this is somebody who has been a sponger If you know what a sponger is, somebody who has always lived off of other people. He's a sponger. So the whole issue of somebody being smart devil is an oxymoron. It makes no sense. As the other panelists said here, a devil is a devil. It makes no sense. Consider these people as narcissists, and there's just no adjective you could use to describe these people. For somebody like TJ, how can you even give a listening ear? Look, I was a kid when Charles Taylor was president. I started hearing about Milton TJ. I started hearing this is a man who cannot live outside of government. And his ranting right now is just an aftermath of a defeatist. So nobody should pay him any mind. So there is nothing like clever devil. I think Lima Bowie falls in that category as well. So I don't want to give her credence. That's just the bottom line.
You think the Nobel Peace, the Nobel laureate falls in that category? You think?
Yes. What does she stand for?
She says political actors, and then people who are
the political actors,
well educated, but they're making decisions that affect the country. They have no compassion for the people.
What is her? Listen, man. I listened during the TRC, right? I listened to the former information minister, Dr. I just forgot his name. I mean, it's not important right now. But he said something. He said his father told him something when he was growing up. What makes you a man or makes you a human being of great reputation is that when you make a bargain, you stick by it. Right or wrong, stick by it, defend it, take a position. We are not even at the crossroad. We are at the precipice of destruction. You understand? It's time for you to take a position as a human being. You can't come on national radio and you indecisive and you're not courageous at all. Who are the people you're referring to? Name names. Take a position. Okay. Don't
so she didn't
name your hand. We ain't got time for that thing.
She didn't name the individuals, but Mickey.
Then we don't want to hear her.
I want you to give us the names of five clever devils, as per your own observation of the Liberian politics.
It's a plethora of them. Okay. The first person I will consider a clever devil is Lima Bowie herself. Listen,
okay.
When you go back to the point when how Lima Bowie even won the Nobel Peace Prize, all of those mothers who stood in the sun and under the ring with Lima Bowie, where are they? What did she do for them? So she one of those people in the same pot. I don't even want to listen to her. I gave her no credence. The second person is that human excrement. That blither, that moron who passing around here seeking relevance that I will not even dare to call his name here because we gave it to him. He's distasteful. He's disgusting. He's everything that a human being should not be. The second person, matter of fact, I will not call it a person.
It's the third. It's the third.
The second family is the US family. Those people are very disgusting.
Thank you. Let's hold you there, Mickey, and then we have to go to Moba. Moba, please take 1 minute quickly, sir. Yes.
Yeah, I would get respond to my brother Vasco. He talked about Prince Johnson and
no, you're making a point. Don't respond to Vasco,
but that's my
because
point. That's
Vasco have to respond, and then we have.
That's my point.
Okay, that is your point, right?
That's
okay,
it. Yeah,
so we have
because
4 minutes.
I said it all. There's nothing I can say. We already beat on. I didn't want to call his name former hero or former devil or whosoever already beat on him, so I ain't got to emphasize on him anymore. But let me go to the point. My brother came on the show and discussed, in telling her about Prince Johnson. But you forget to know that Prince Johnson worked with George Manley in 2017. But then he was injured. You forget to know that the same you seen Ure man who bought gun to kill our people, 2003 all the way, and you yet to heal him because he's in George. Sometimes when I come on the show, I want to be discussed. Oh my God, let me get choked here. Yeah. So yeah. So when you put all those things together, Yeah, make sure you get your facts and you come on the show. Yeah, make sure you get your facts and you come on the show right? And say you get just come and say Joseph Boakai was this, Joseph Boakai was that. And when we look at the record, right? And when we look at the record, JMB have not even killed fly. He have not even killed one fly. He always for the Liberian people from the time he began. He was working in government until now. And let me conclude by saying this, right? I hear people beating on JMB say what he get to show. You want him to see the Liberian people money to beg condominium that Josh we are. You want him to see the people money and beg horses that the way Samara would call it beg condominium within 6 years with all the Liberian people money while our taxpayer money. So when you come on the show, you come with facts. He ain't got to go build mansions. The house he living in is okay for him. It's all right. He want nothing. He live a life. The reason he want to.
Thank you.
My man, I started here for 2 hours and talk.
Nelson, you're not being honest with the bro, man.
Yeah, my man.
That a man talk, you get a man no minute, you get Vasco more than 10 minutes.
I started here for more than 3 hours.
Right?
Can I ask questions?
You get Vasco more than 10 minutes to talk here. You say, no, when Morba got time to speak, when Morba speak, you call Morba off. Give me 1 minute, you get Morba.
Morba need to speak. You get up what I was telling Tabata, all that meaning.
Let's do this, guys.
Give Morba a time, a 5 minutes, be 5 minutes. We'll check the time.
So,
Nelson, you the host on this show. Don't let it, the party people
5 minutes to each person. Charisma.
I'm just saying, but you can't be cutting people off. Like, for example, you have 5 names of people that you think is in this category. By the time you give the 7 name, you already cutting him off. When you ask people questions, you should just look at your question.
Charisma.
Give over a time to them, but you give for the part you give Vasco 10 minutes. To 13 and I make sense on the show here. You must give more over your time to talk.
Because you guys are
justice to our audience. Let's stop that.
To the audience, moreover, I'm not doing. I mean, I'm not doing injustice. You make Vasco to say things here. I have no proof.
Okay, so we are wrapping up now.
Yeah, moreover, speak please.
Yeah, guys.
We
are wrapping up now. We have just 9 minutes to be here. We're out of time.
We'll get moreover a few minutes. Then you conclude.
We'll do our closing. We'll do our
closing.
You
let conclude. So I mean, you may play on the show. You will let Mova conclude. So our audience can measure to a make
No.
You will let Mova conclude.
Let Mova conclude.
But let's start with Raymond. Raymond, we're gonna do 1 minute each because we have to wrap up.
So I asked you for a few seconds, but you didn't grant me. Can I use it now?
Yeah. No, just do everything in the 1 minute because it's almost 3:30 a.m. We have to be out.
So everybody who spoke, the devil is clever. Jesus alluded to that in Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. He even asked his disciples to be smart as the serpent. And the serpent in the Bible is referred to the devil. So the word smart doesn't mean good. It just means using a cunning or intelligent means to achieve one's goal. So the devil is smart. So smart devil means the devil will wear sheep clothing, but will be evil. We are going to elections, my people. There are a lot of smart devils in the country. Do not just look at what people post to be, but who they really are. And Joseph Yema Boakai is the sin. He's the one that is going to rescue this country from where it is to a better future. Those of you who think that YFE means your future in your life, when you graduate, you don't have a job, everywhere around is messed up, dirty, and nothing good's going on in the country, but you're going to vote for YFE. Look, that's a move of a smart devil to use a small bit to destroy your life. So go vote number 1 for Joseph Yema Boakai for a better Liberia and for a prosperous future of all the young people. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's you there. 1 minute exhausted. So we'll take Mikey. Mikey, go ahead.
Can I go after Vasco?
Oh, you're not going. I'll go after you this time around. You going after me?
Vasco, can you?
Yeah, Go ahead, please. Your 1 minute
My
starts.
fellow Liberians, if your life got better in the last 6 years, you have a choice to make. If your salary wait for 3, 4, 5 months before you can get one pay, and the government after they pay you for that one pay 1 month, after 6 months, they will come on the air and announce it like they're doing you a favor. The boy is in your court. If you sick, you go to the hospital and you have drugs to take care of you, your family. The boy is in your court. You cannot be a citizen of Liberia and be a modern slave in your own country. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot be citizen of your own country and be a slave.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Maggie. 1 minute exhausted.
That was not a fair 1 minute, no.
No,
you can't keep my voice in my truck. I ain't even put it out. Okay.
Sorry, Maggie. Let's come back tomorrow. We're out of time. Seriously. I'm between the scissors right now. You don't know the situation here.
Okay, all right. I got you.
Karishman, please take your 1 minute.
Nelson, I won't give him. Mobile, I won't give him my 1 minute.
Oh, you get a 1 minute of mobile. Wow.
Plus your 1 minute, I will check in for 2 minutes. Continue. Plus your 1 minute, I'm checking. I'm putting my timepiece on. Because Nelson, when I talk on TV, 2 minutes.
No, I don't have minutes of my own. Let's
I'm checking in. Instead of 1 minute each person. I'm checking in now.
So so you gave your 1 minute over to mobile, right?
Yeah. Plus 1 minute, make it 2 minutes.
Okay, yeah, certainly 2 minutes. Shirley, you want to go?
Can I donate my 1 minute to Mickey? But can he go last?
Okay. Thank you. So Vasco has 1 minute. And mobile 2 minutes. So Vasco, go ahead, do your closing, and then we will take Mickey, mobile, and then Amy.
Okay, to my Liberian people, you got somebody who is running to be president, Joseph Boakai. This man couldn't manage his own life. This man is the longest serving person in government. He worked for 40 good years. 12 of those 40 years as vice president. Right after his vice presidency, within 2 years, he got broke. As you can hear on the social media, this man was depending on other citizens to take care of him. Thanks to the Spoon CEO for helping to take care of Joseph Boakai. Thanks to him and Pedro Costa. These are the people that have been taking care of Boakai's life today, and he's coming back to us to tell us he wants to become a president. What did Boakai do with all the money he worked for in 40 years? Even in the 12 years, having $2 million as his budget yearly. So if you calculated $2 million times 12, that is a huge sum of money that Boakai shouldn't be broke after 1 year of his vice presidency. So this man's unleashed. Liberian people, if they make him manage his life, he cannot manage the country. If he cannot manage his life, he cannot manage the country. Thank you.
Maggie, don't interrupt.
Thanks a lot. So we'll take Amy. Amy, you want to go?
Okay, so first of all, I don't like to do this, but I have to. I like to sell my candidate at the end, but I'm just so sick and tired of people that Vasco and coming lying to the Liberian people.
Don't forget what I meant. Said the candidate, but
I'm something because there's something that I need to say. You probably will forget. Weah couldn't manage his own life. He's the one who made $80 million according to people when he was playing football. He was broke. $10,000 say he never had it when he was running campaign. People had to run it for him, get him money, get him car, our country money. He has stolen everything, and he never had 10,000 to even get the Lone Star team. Boakai debunk that theory. Don't let people like Vasco can sit here lie to you and say we are doing anything for Lone Star. He will pay everything right back. Liberia don't owe we are anything. He owe us, and he's gonna pay when Joe Boakai take office. So don't even listen to him. Joe Boakai can manage his own life. He never stole Liberia money because we understand citizen. You have to steal. When you steal, you build mansion all around like we had done. Then I mean you know how to manage yourself. No, Joe Boakai knows how to control himself, his own money, and Joe Boakai doesn't have money right now because his money that the country owes him as a vice president. We are so irresponsible. He doesn't know that he has to pay him every month. When he getting 10 cents of it, he think it's coming from his own pocket. No, it belongs to him. So give him what belongs to him, and he will live fine. Don't come in and come tell us that he doesn't know how to control his life. He has. Stop lying to the Liberian people. Number one. Vote number one come November 14th.
Thank you, Amin. Thank you, Amin. So we'll take Mickey, and then after Mickey, we take Moba.
All right, I got 2 minutes. My 1 minute plus Shirley's 1 minute she donated to me.
Your minute already going. Oh.
You lie.
Yeah.
That one you lie. My minute starts now. Okay. You know, it's amazing for Vasco to come here and exhibit ignorance and sheer lack of empathy for and with the Liberian people. This man come here and spew social lies. Let me just be very blunt. First of all, George Weah has ripped this country since he was a pup. When this man was playing for the national team, he came up with some kind of skin company called Weah Sporting Company. Every time a national team advertises for
please mute Vasco.
You understand? Every time a country or a team advertises for a sporting brand, that sporting brand pays that country or that team and sponsor that country or that team with everything. Lone Star wore the jersey donning or carrying the name Weah. To this day, we don't know how much George Weah paid Liberia for donning his brand. George Weah carries Spotika to Liberia. Lone Star dons Spotika during the Nations Cup in South Africa. To this day, we don't know how much he got from that. The late Francois Massacre, at that time, the late Francois Massacre was sporting Minister of Youth and Sport. We don't know what kind of deal he went with down there.
You can speak here, Vasco. Mute him.
That's Spotika. Don't lie to the people.
Michael Slide, then we have to go over just
rewind time. Start over, Miki. Your 2 minutes just started.
Right. I will have to put some panelists in the back, especially those who already made their point, because we can keep interrupting. Fast, Mickey, please continue. You have
So Vasco, I will come here tomorrow and I will bring the evidence. George Weah had a sporting company called Weah, W-E-A-H, his last name, and another one called Spotika. Spotika he did not own. Spotika is owned by somebody else. I don't speak in vacuum. I have evidence. I can put up it right now and show it to you, but time is of the essence, so I will not delve into that. But tomorrow will come for you. And for this man to come up here and tell us that Joe Boakai mismanaged his wealth, you support or nitwit or nincompoop who said he accrued $80 million, but came on national radio and said somebody who was lobbying for the World Cup to go to Qatar pay his school fees with $50,000. How can somebody accrue $80 million but beg somebody? It never came from George Weah mouth.
Thank you.
Now I'm not 2 minutes there. You lie. George Weah said somebody pay his school fee. He begged the man to pay his school fee with $50,000.
That's what you did, Mickey.
Thank you. Here on this
Nelson, there was interruption. Did he subtract the interruption time?
I consider that as well.
So Vasco, every time y'all don't be mad with Vasco. Every time Vasco come here, he will display or exhibit his ignorance.
Thank you.
And we're showing how much ignorant he is.
Thank you.
The most
Moba, go ahead. Take your 2 minutes, Moba.
Thank you. my partner said it all, but I would just emphasize on Vasco talking about Joseph Boakai mismanaged his wealth. Your president played football, he said he earned 80 million, but his wealth was in New York selling Kobo. What's the sense it make? What's the sense it make? And you come here talking about mismanagement?
So no,
in New York selling Kobo. I can say it because look,
you got anything to that effect?
Is that restaurant
She was at
He had a dollar store. Dollar store in New York.
Joseph
Joseph Boakai don't wear no store any money. He was not playing football.
Go to rehab now. She's selling cold water.
Money.
That is listen to me, right? We're not making comparison about Joseph Boakai wealth. We never came here to tell you that Joseph Boakai have money and he mismanaged his money. It's not what we're saying. You said it from your own mouth. You said Boakai have money, but he mismanaged his money, and today he still want to be president to tell the Liberian people. And I'm trying to tell you that your man, you say you are having a lot of money, 80 million. Why would somebody have 80 million United States dollars, right? And then they are well selling Kobo in America. It made no sense. My man, don't talk. I'm talking. Don't interrupt me. Oh. Do not interrupt me. Do not interrupt me. Do not interrupt me. Period. So if you come here, right? If you come here with facts. Don't come and say things. Your job, we are talking about all the money he had. All the money he had, right?
Moba, please. Moba, please.
No.
Can you give me 1 minute? Why y'all see on the screen here?
We'll tomorrow. Let me come in.
Why you see on the screen? You don't see we are? Is this not what Jesse? You don't see we are?
Okay, so yeah, Mickey, we have to go.
You don't see we are Vasco? Don't you see we are?
George open money, we are go.
We have to go, guys. Let's give Mickey.
So Nelson, you did not get over 2 minutes. So I have my 1 minute, right?
Mama, please conclude.
Yeah. So Vasco, when you come here, come with facts. Your president before they could elect him as president, you get 0.00 balance. All of 80 million he played for in Europe, and all the money he put together 2017 to run his election, it was donated by the American who in the country today. Some people work hard, they donated that money for Georgia to carry change. But instead of carrying change, he used that money to enrich himself. Today we can see the condominium. Today, all the people that are working are ministers. When you see their houses, doing look at Koji. How much Koji will get? I know Koji. I know even your president A. That one he was used to see him. But today go look at your house. Where the money coming from? Then you won't consider and say they will elect somebody who at that time they can't even get a bar Kobo for themselves. 3 men living in one bedroom or that. Thank you. Some of all we were not working at that time, but we're living better life than some of them, more than them to that in government. So to tell you how corrupt the men are, the men came to power to steal from the Liberian people. That's the reason why you see men of Vasco will sit down here and lie to the Liberian people. My Liberian people, you don't listen to Vasco. Vasco is a big liar.
Vasco, you know we come here to
Let me conclude now. Let me not conclude. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
We've gone extra 7 minutes above the time. We've gone
the Europe, the wow. Don't talk about integrity because they have no integrity to join job we are. So that's what I want to say.
Thank you.
My people number one.
To save your country money for not road.
Thank you, guys. I want to say thanks to all of you for participating today on the show.
That they couldn't pay on their own.
Can you give me
your country money? Vote number one.
Go look at some of the football players that play.
I don't want to say
Nelson, I send you the pictures.
And I want to
say number one, so you can go get your money back from Jamaica.
Yeah, we're gonna upload it tomorrow.
I 2 seconds. Nelson,
you treat me right today, but anyway, my brother.
We're out of time, guys. I want to say thank you, Mickey. Mickey, thanks a lot.
Won't come here and lie. You better know that we know
thank you, Parishman.
Thank you.
I got something I want to say quickly.
We're out of time, Parishman. let's.
Yeah, just 1 second, I beg you. It will just take 1 second. It's not about Vasco.
No, it doesn't have to be about Vasco. It's just about.
No, just 1 second, please. I got time for Vasco. Vasco, that's my former colleague. I just want to say something quickly, please.
Vasco can lie.
So Liberian people, the number on the bottom is number 1 for the best representation you can have for Liberia. And Waka, number 1 on the ballot. Voting day is November 14th. On a Tuesday, come out and your voice.
Gender equality.
Yeah, when they want to steal, they can come with gender equality. They got women that can steal too.
Disrupt us on this show. So anytime y'all see Vasco, y'all know that. Vasco was sent to disrupt.
We were disrupt.
Let me say thank you to you, Raymond. Thank you, Shirley. Thanks a lot for being here. Thank you, Baba. Thanks as well for being here, folks. We have to go. I want to say thanks to all of you. This is how we like to draw down the curtains on this edition of the Late Night Show. I'm Nelson Collier, the rest of the team. Moba Zoke has been here. Karishman has been here as well. Shirley, Alfred remained backstage until the show ended. Raymond, and on behalf of the entire team, I want to say thanks a lot for being here with us. Join us tomorrow for another edition of the Late Night Show. Bye-bye for now.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band.